Welcome to NM's Arena. In this video, let us discuss multiplication of matrices. Different types of operations on matrices are addition of matrices, scalar multiplication of matrices, and multiplication of two matrices. In this video, we are going to discuss multiplication of two matrices. For the purpose of multiplication of two matrices, the number of columns of the first matrix, that will be A, that must be equal to the number of rows of the second matrix, that will be B. So, the number of columns of A matrix should be equal to the number of rows of B matrix. Suppose 3 by 4 is A matrix and 4 by 2 is the order of B matrix. Then the number of columns of A should be equal to the number of rows of B. That is, these two numbers must be equal. In this case, we can do the multiplication because the number of columns of A is equal to number of rows of B. 3 by 4 means 3 rows and 4 columns. 4 by 2 means 4 rows and 2 columns. The first thing that we write is the number of rows and the second one is the number of columns. So, the number of columns of the first matrix, that is 4, is equal to number of rows of the second matrix, that is also 4. In this case, we can do the multiplication. But suppose it was 3 by 4 and 3 by 4. That is, order of A matrix is 3 by 4 and order of B matrix is 3 by 4. In this case, the number of columns of A is not same as the number of rows of B. So, that cannot be done. If only this condition is satisfied, we can proceed towards multiplication of those two matrices. And now let us see how the multiplication is done. Matrix A is given as matrix of A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. That is, each element is shown by the number of rows and columns in which it lies. That is, the position of the element indicates the element name here. A11 means the first element or the element in the first row, first column. A21 means second row, first column. A31 means third row, first column. So, each element is indicated by the position in which that element lie inside the matrix. In the same manner, matrix B is also given as matrix of B11, B12, B13, B21, B22, B23, B31, B32, B33. Here also, each element is indicated by the position of that particular element in the matrix, shown by the number of rows and columns in which that element lies. B11 means that element lies in the first row, first column. B12 means that element lies in the first row, second column. In that manner, each element is shown. Now we are asked to multiply A with B. A into B. In the case of multiplication, the order is very much important. If we are asked to find A into B, we have to consider A as the first matrix and B as the second matrix. Suppose we were asked to find B into A, then we have to consider B as the first matrix and A as the second matrix. That is, the order in which we multiply is very, very important in multiplication of matrices. Here, we are asked to multiply A with B, that is A into B. So, we have to consider A first. Now, let us see how the multiplication is done. For this multiplication, we have to consider the first row of the first matrix and the first column of the second matrix. And the resultant matrix will begin with the value of these two matrix elements. Here we get A11 into B11, that is A11 here into this one B11 plus A12 into B21. That is this second element into this second element plus A13 into B31. So first element in the first row into first element in the second row here plus second element in the first row with second element in the first column plus third element in the first row here multiplied with the third element in the first column in the second matrix. That gives us the first element of the result matrix. The resultant matrix is this, and this is only the first element of that matrix. When we multiply these and add all these values, we get only the first element lying in the A11 position of this matrix. And then for getting the second column first element, we have to multiply the first row of the first matrix with the second column of the second matrix. Thus, A11 into B12 plus A12 into B22 plus A13 into B32. Thus, we get the first element of the second column in the resultant matrix. Now, to get the first element of the third column, we have to consider the first row of the first matrix and the third column of the second matrix. Thus, we get A11 into B13 plus A12 into B23 plus A13 into B33. That is, each element in the first row of the first matrix is multiplied with each element in the third column of the second matrix, and each of these are added with each other. Thus, we get the first element in the third column. Now, when coming to the second row, we have to remove all the first column values and first row values, and then we have to concentrate on the second row. Second row of the first matrix with first column of the second matrix. Thus, we get the values as A21 into B11 plus A22 into B21 plus A23 into B31. That is, each of this element, this first element into this first element plus this second element into the second element of this column plus the third element of the second row into third element of the first column. Thus, we get this value or the element that lies in the A21 position. Now, to get this value, we have to consider the next column in the second matrix. Thus, we get the values as A21 into B12 plus A22 into B22 plus A23 into B32. That is, second row of the first matrix multiplied with each values of the second column of the second matrix, and all these values are added. And then for getting the third column, that is the next element, we have to consider the next column, that is second row of the first matrix and the third column of the second matrix. Thus the values we get as A21 into B13 plus A22 into B23 plus A23 into B33. And then coming to the next row, we have to consider the third row of the first matrix and the first column of the second matrix. And we get the values as A31 into B11 plus A32 into B21 plus A33 into B31. And then the next element can be obtained by taking the second column. Then we are considering the third row of the first matrix and the second column of the second matrix, and the values we get as A31 into B12 plus A32 into B22 plus A33 into B32. Then for getting the last element of this matrix, we have to consider the third column, that is third row of the first matrix and third column of the second matrix, and the values are A31 into B13 plus A32 into B23 plus A33 into B33. And when we multiply and add all these figures, we get the resultant matrix A into B. This is how we do the multiplication of matrices. And now let us solve a problem using the steps for the multiplication of matrices. Matrix A is given as matrix of 1, 3, 2, 0, 2, 1, 0, 5, 3, and matrix B is given as matrix of 3, 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, 1. Before proceeding with the multiplication, we have to see whether we can multiply these two matrices. That is, the number of columns of the first matrix must be equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. So, let us see the order of both the matrices. The order of first matrix A is 3 by 3, and the order of the second matrix B is also 3 by 3. The number of column of first matrix here is equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. So, both are same. Thus, in this case, we can do the multiplication. So, every time we are going to multiply two matrices, we have to check whether this condition is satisfied. Only if this condition is satisfied, we can proceed with the multiplication. Now, we can proceed with the multiplication in this case. We are asked to find A into B. That is, first matrix is A and the second matrix is B. And the case will be different if we were asked to find B into A. In that case, we may have to consider B as the first matrix and A as the second matrix. But in this problem, we are asked to find A into B. So, A is the first matrix and B is the second matrix. Now, we have to consider the first row of matrix A with the first column of matrix B. And the values are 1 into 3. That is this 1 into 3 plus 3 into 4 plus 2 into 4. Now, we got the first element of the first row, first column in the resultant matrix. Then we can consider the second column of matrix B. We are taking the first row of matrix A and second column of matrix B, and we get the values like 1 into 1 plus 3 into 2 plus 2 into minus 1. Thus we get this element. Next, we are considering the first row of matrix A and third column of matrix B, and the values we get as 1 into 2 plus 3 into 3 plus 2 into 1. So, we got all the elements in the first row. Now, for getting the elements in the second row, we have to consider the second row of the first matrix and first column of the second matrix, that is matrix B, and we get the first element in the second row as 0 into 3 plus 2 into 4 plus 1 into 4, and then we can consider the next column, that is second row of the first matrix, matrix A, and second column of matrix B, and the values are 0 into 1 plus 2 into 2 plus 1 into minus 1, and then we can consider the next column in matrix B. Then we are considering the second row of the first matrix, that is matrix A, and the third column of the second matrix, that is matrix B. And the value is as 0 into 2 plus 2 into 3 plus 1 into 1. With that, we get all the elements in the second row also. Now, for getting the elements in the third row, we have to consider the third row of the first matrix and first of all the first column of the second matrix B. Thus, the values we get as 0 into 3 plus 5 into 4 plus 3 into 4. Then by considering the next column, we are taking the third row of matrix A and second column of matrix B. Values are 0 into 1 plus 5 into 2 plus 3 into minus 1. So that is over. Now we have to consider the next column. Third row of matrix A and third column of matrix B to get the last element of the resultant matrix. And the matrix value or the last element we get as 0 into 2 plus 5 into 3 plus 3 into 1. Now we got all the values in the resultant matrix. Next, we have to multiply each of these values and add, make all these additions to get each of these elements. And now let us see what is our next step in multiplication of A and B. That is the first element we got as 1 into 3 plus 3 into 4 plus 2 into 4. And the second element 1 into 1 plus 3 into 2 plus 2 into minus 1. In the same way, we get all the elements. We have seen how we have obtained all these values one by one, considering the rows of the first matrix and each time by considering each columns of the second matrix. Next, we have to do this addition multiplication. First is 1 into 3 plus 3 into 4 plus 2 into 8 is 3 plus 12 plus 8. Now coming to the second one, 1 into 1 is 1, 3 into 2 is 6, that is plus 6, plus 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. Now coming to the next element, 1 into 2 is 2, plus 3 into 3 is 9, plus 2 into 1 is 2. Now coming to the second row, 0 into 3 is 0, plus 2 into 4 is 8, plus 1 into 4 is 4. Now coming to the next element, 0 into 1 is 0, plus 2 into 2 is 4, plus 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. And the next element, 0 into 2 is 0, 2 into 3 is 6, 1 into 1 is 1. And all these are added. Then coming to the third row, we get as 0 into 3 is 0, plus 5 into 4 is 20, plus 3 into 4 is 12. And the next element, 0 into 1 is 0, plus 5 into 2 is 10, plus 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. And the last element of the resultant matrix is 0 into 2 is 0, plus 5 into 3 is 15, plus 3 into 1 is 3. Now multiplication of each and every element is over. We have to do the addition. So 3 plus 12 plus 8 is 23. And the second element, let us see. 1 plus 6 is 7, minus 2, that becomes 5. So that is 5. Then the third one, let us see. 2 plus 9 plus 2 is 13. Now coming to the second row, 0 plus 8 plus 4 is 12. 0 plus 4 plus minus 1 is 3. 0 plus 6 plus 1 is 7. And here 0 plus 20 plus 12 is 32. 0 plus 10 plus minus 3, that is 7. 0 plus 15 plus 3, that is 18. So this is our A into B matrix, or the resultant matrix after multiplication of A with B. Again, I am reminding that when multiplication of A into B is asked, we have to consider A first and B as the second matrix. And A into B is not equal to B into A. It is different. So when A into B is being asked, we have to consider A as the first matrix and B as the second matrix. This is the resultant matrix that we have obtained, or the answer to the problem, or the solution of the given problem to find A into B. Now, I hope that you have understood the multiplication of two matrices. Once again, I remind you that whenever we are asked to multiply two matrices, we have to see which one is the first matrix and which one is the second matrix. After that, the second step is we have to see whether these two matrices can be multiplied. That is by looking at the number of columns of the first matrix and the number of rows of the second matrix. Only if these two numbers are equal, that is, the number of columns of the first matrix must be same as the number of rows of the second matrix. Only then we can proceed with the multiplication. And then we have to go according to the steps we have discussed here. Thank you for watching this video. For more videos, subscribe the channel.